All right, guys, here we are. Guys, this is going to be a marathon. It's going to be a marathon. This is what we've all been leading up towards. Everything we've done in our lives, from the moments that we were born, has been leading up to this point. So this is huge, because this is where it's at now, because this is huge. So women and kids, I'm sorry, you can't be allowed here. This is strictly real boy time. I know that this may be anti-Me Too movement and all that kind of stuff, but I'm sorry, we're not bringing this is the I Am movement. This is a hashtag I Am movement. So this is going to be a Champions League semi-final. Deep undercover analysis. Liverpool, Roma, and of course Bayern Munich against Real Madrid. You've seen throughout the week called two more games. And I will explain further what two more games means. I will explain that in detail. So how this is going to go is, for this first section, first hour or so, we're going to be focusing on Liverpool, Roma. And in the next section, we're going to be looking at, of course, Real Madrid against the Bayern Munich. So let's just get a few bit of admin out of the way. Juventus are winning the Serie A. Are we all agreed on that? Good. Thank you. So we can move on from there, since we're all...
Anything can happen in football.
Next point, Daniel. I run the hangers. Thank you.
You're afraid of the Napoli vibe right now.
I'm moving on.
I love the underdog story.
We've got United against Chelsea. Again, the FA Cup final. And can I just put this out there before we delve in? The PFA Player of the Year. Now, let me just land, please, before people get at me. This is given for the best player, not the highest goal scorer, the best player.
Oh no!
Well, guys,
are you hating already, Double H?
Can I just land, please? Let me land on the tarmac and insert the flipping ball. Let me land the flipping ball. Salah has scored the most goals. And he has done amazing scoring all of those goals. Has Mohamed Salah done more overall as a player than Kevin De Bruyne?
Yes. No, he has. No.
Yes, he has.
Yes.
I've hope on point on every second there. I mean, he has it.
Because they're Man City supporters, so I'm so I can't. Does anybody apart from Mane agree with me?
No.
I can guarantee that nobody agrees with you.
I think we're gonna have to change the name to Hate Sunday or something, because you're hating things today. You won't give Napoli no love after that unbelievable performance, and you're not gonna give Salah no love for winning the. Come on.
Let me repeat myself. Napoli, amazing, superb effort. That was a brilliant, deserved win. They are not winning the Serie A. Sorry, that's
wait.
It's a fact.
They are not winning anything.
Juve have still got to go to Italy and Roma.
Juve have to go to Inter, and Inter hasn't lost a single home game.
Did this guy just say Juve supposed to go to Italy?
I mean,
sack this nigga. Sack him now. Sack him.
He meant Inter.
Look, I'm sorry. People said Inter Milan, Roma, all this kind of stuff. I'm sorry. I don't care about that. It's happening. They would.
Inter hasn't lost a home game. You know that, right?
Okay. Let's put us going. Now, let's not start still.
It's the first time for everything.
Now, Liverpool fans have booked tickets.
I haven't.
Me and Drifty, we took part on the Real Football Fan Show, which for some reason didn't actually ask me any questions, which I find quite strange. Because why did they give me the mic? Fair enough, but
next time, man.
So I was talking with Drifty at this show, and Drifty kept on talking about how Liverpool can beat Real Madrid in the final. And as Drifty was doing this, I was just smiling. I was like, go on. So Drifty was going through different tactical things of how they can beat Real in a final, the players that they would use, how Real can be beat. I was like, oh, that's very interesting. So what's happening? Man, quiet, relax. So what's happening here is that the disrespect Roma have been given has shocked me.
Yeah,
I
that
know.
is shocking.
It's
No,
annoying.
let's get it clear. You just asked me a question.
Let me laugh, please.
You're not telling the whole story.
No, Drift. I run the hang up. Can I please tell my story? Thank you. So,
You're not telling it right.
So I said to Drift, don't take care about Roma. Drifter was like, who?
Oh, the lies.
We've already had, like, Drifty, he actually showed me the receipts of the hotel he's already booked for Kiev. I was like,
Yeah, that's good.
and also the key is that these are non-refundable. So I was like, this is Arian being rude to Roma. Drift was like, look, forget those guys. Well, we're going to wrap them up at Anfield and Rome. I was like, wow.
The first 20 minutes, the game will be over.
Oh boy.
Let's go now deep in here. If you're Eusebio Di Francesco, how do you come away from Anfield without being baptized?
They would. That's the thing. They will not get baptized.
Yeah, they won't. Like
That's what's funny.
Okay. I'm going to go to Radical then Judgment. So Radical, give me your assessment.
Listen, if you watch Roma, their campaign in the Champions League and even in their league, that team is not getting baptized. The kind of defending that team has been putting on here is actually shocking.
Unreal.
Like you would think
Against two. Radical against two.
against Barcelona. The type of defending they put in was
Manolas had the defensive performance
Manolas.
of the season in that game.
and also against even Chelsea. They don't not give Chelsea like 3-0. They did not also you get what I mean? Like they beat Napoli all this. The team is not that like much of a weak team like people try and make it seem. So
okay. Let me roll to Judgment.
and the other thing is to add on to that is, I mean, they beat Barcelona. People act as if Barcelona are horrible, but I mean, we give credit to Roma. This is the team that actually beat Barcelona, and Liverpool fans are talking as if this is just a nothing team. Like they already through. I mean, this team eliminated Barcelona. I mean, that's not to be taken lightly. I mean,
they're also the most physical team left in the competition.
Yeah.
Look at their squad. They're all hard men.
And
You know what I mean?
remember they topped their group.
Yeah, they topped the group with Atleti, Chelsea. I mean, people say, oh, they were bad, but I mean, Liverpool going to top that group. Like, would Liverpool top that group?
Okay, let me, because again, I can't really remember all of Liverpool games. So obviously, you Liverpool fans have to help me here.
We beat
Porto, Sevilla, Spartak Moscow.
So
Mariupol.
throughout this Champions League campaign, have Liverpool faced a tough defensive team?
nah.
Wait, let's just say who did they face? Just say the teams. So we
Mariupol, Sevilla,
Maribor,
Porto,
Spartak Moscow.
and Man City.
So they faced Haribo.
I mean, but Liverpool don't win based on defensive performance. They win because they outscore the other team, and that's that sounded obvious, but okay. Roma.
No. Put it this way: if Roma go there to try and play football, they'll get wrapped up. Easy. And Klopp, because again, the thing about Klopp is, look, man, Klopp is an excellent coach, but he has one way of playing.
Yeah.
He has one way of playing and he never changes. So if you give these guys space and you now want to do one-on-one marking Salah, Firmino, and so forth, they're going to get just destroyed. If Roma have a defensive plan and they make the game physical,
They'll have a plan. Yeah.
And the key thing is the midfield. Because if they stop the movement, because the key thing about Klopp's teams, and especially Liverpool's, even Liverpool and Dortmund, is how quickly that ball moves from midfield to attack. The speed with which they move from midfield to attack. So where Klopp's teams have really struggled is where you sit deep, you deny them that space, you slow the game down.
Yeah.
Make the game up. And that is what Klopp's teams don't like. Where you make it physical, you make it tactical, you slow it down.
Yeah, that's the thing. Roma are a slow tempo team, and Liverpool are a fast tempo team. So it's going to be interesting in that regard.
Yeah.
So my thing is,
Remember, we're a lot better at dealing with the physicality now. We have Van Dijk.
I
That's one thing.
feel West Brom, West Brom really exposed our weakness. Like watching that match, I was watching that match and they really
West what?
West.
Do you know why I would disagree? I feel like we've got one eye on Tuesday already, and that was more like.
Say again.
We had one eye on Tuesday already once we went 2-0 up, and I feel like we didn't want to get injured. It was saving energy, and we just underestimated how much enthusiasm was still left in West Brom. So even though it was silly mistakes how we let them back in, if we had no game on Tuesday of importance, we would have won that game. We wouldn't have just lapsed like that and just let them just come back into it.
So let me ask you this. How do you deal with Salah? If you're Roma, how do you deal with the threat of Salah?
You can't really deal with Salah. You can't really deal with
No, it's easy. It's easy. You know what?
Ronaldo, he's not unstoppable.
You know what? It's
I'm
easy.
not saying he's unstoppable, but
With all due respect, if you can deal with Messi, you can deal with Salah.
Yeah,
I just think Messi had a bad game. I don't think they dealt with him. He just had a bad game.
I don't think you realize how Roma, like Liverpool have faced no one, and Roma have just beaten like hard teams. Like, apart from Madrid, Roma arguably has the hardest run in the Champions League, apart from Madrid. I mean, and this is. And the way
you say no one, we just dispatched the champions of England 5-1. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but come on, City faced no one too. Like City faced no one.
Sevilla looked like they weren't really that good of a team, and then they knocked out Man United, and Bayern Munich struggled with them. So I mean, let's show some respect here. Like
no, and the other thing is Drifty. Another thing is Barcelona, the team.
Chill. That's a fair point. Yes, you defeated the champions of England. That's a very big win. But let's go deeper. Let's look at Klopp's record against Pep. Let's look at the fact that tactically, Klopp is always a very good matchup against Pep's teams. Let's look at the fact that Pep's teams are very open, and Klopp's tactics love you to be open.
Yep.
Roma are not a team who are open. They're very Italian. Di Francesco is an Italian tactician.
Yeah.
So he ain't gonna be open up and say, hey man, because Klopp wants you to play. Klopp is like that really annoying kid on the playground, says, come and play.
I think
that's what Klopp is.
Yeah. I think another thing as well. It just where's the first leg being played?
That's a disadvantage.
That's
for Liverpool.
No. It depends. It depends. It could be a disadvantage or an advantage depending on.
Wait. You know why? You know, Barcelona, Chelsea, Atleti, and they've not won at Rome. I mean, I don't know how Liverpool are supposed to just win out of nowhere. I mean, no one has won there.
Listen,
and that's win at Anfield 5-0.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, hold on. Look. The reason why I wanted to know where the first leg was going to take place is because, and you guys said Anfield, because if it's at Anfield, Liverpool can try and wrap the game up before they go to Rome. Because I realized when Barca went to Rome, obviously apart from the fact that Valverde messed up with the tactics and the team just didn't show up, the pitch in Rome was so compact. If Roma decide to sit deep, it's almost impossible to find space, and Barcelona like to play with space. The same way Man City
with Liverpool
space and Liverpool like to play with space. Yeah. So if Liverpool don't wrap the game up in the first leg at Anfield, then look, it's wraps.
You know what it is? It's even deeper than that. Because
let me shift things a bit. Let's look at Dzeko. So if you're Liverpool, I'm going to talk to Liverpool guys. So if you're Liverpool, how do you deal with Dzeko? Let me start with Liverpool. Everybody, how do you deal defensively with the threat of Dzeko?
I think Virgil van Dijk's gonna have to be really, really physical with him.
Yeah,
I mean, it's as simple as that. It's not really anything complex to that. You just gotta be physical with him.
You know what's match Dzeko's physicality?
It's just
Jekyll really is that you just don't allow him to get any crosses. If he doesn't get crosses, that's mostly what he does. And Liverpool have a good chance with that because they have Robertson, which is very good left back. I mean, the guy's solid, and the other guy, 65, Arnold.
He's 66 actually, but
66.
Robertson's been a little suspect with letting crosses in.
Look,
That's one of the critiques I would give.
Let's keep it real.
Robertson?
Let's keep it real.
What about Trent?
Jekyll's getting a goal. He's getting a header. That's a guaranteed.
Remember you said that.
So Roma already 1-0 up.
How many goals is Jekyll?
I be hyping this dude, man.
He's good. Jekyll's not hype. Like the best system. Yeah, look, the best. The best system is the way City play suits Liverpool perfectly. Like they open up. Like they take risks. Roma not taking any risks. Like this will be difficult. You have to break them down.
Nobody's saying it won't be difficult.
Some kind of
But people have booked tickets to Kiev. I mean, I won't be that confident.
That's a joke. There's no truth to that. That's a joke.
The thing is,
Out of here with that.
The thing is, with Liverpool,
how many goals has Dzeko got this season?
14. In Serie A, he's got 14.
And how many has he got in the Champions League?
Six and 2 assists.
Okay, so he's doing well.
Ask a simple question. How do you deal with Joker? Answer the damn question, man, please.
You stop the crosses from coming into the box.
And I think as well, you play with a bit of a high line because he's not fast.
Yeah.
I just think
you don't really have many players who can run off him. I guess El Shaarawy.
Strootman and
Florenzi and Onda can do those.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, if you stop Strootman and Nangolan from crossing or passing to Dzeko, you pretty much stop Dzeko because he needs supply.
Wait, you guys, you know what you're forgetting? You're forgetting, like, I know Roma don't sit as deep as United, but I mean, Mourinho was able to get a 0-0 at Anfield defending. Can Liverpool break down a team in school? I don't think if Roma decide to sit back, I don't think Liverpool are scoring more than 2 goals. I don't think so. Like,
but
can they break teams down? They rely on space. They rely on space and the counter attacks.
Roma will always make mistakes, so that's the thing. And Liverpool, all they need to do is just wait until they can get that opening. Because Roma's not going to be, they're very narrow, but they leave space out wide.
No, but that's why Firmino. That's why Firmino is the most important player for this tie.
Exactly. So they can't really, even if
Juventus gave us the blueprint on how to beat Roma. You have to beat them in the box, passing between your forwards. Higuain and Dybala pretty much.
But my thing is that. Do Liverpool know how to play that game though?
Yeah, Firmino is the best supporting striker in the world. He could definitely play that.
But that's not their best. The best game. The best game is when they space and they counter and they make chances out of the opponent's mistakes. We are all assuming Roma making mistakes, but
it's too simple to just say that because that isn't all we do. People are acting like all week, like we've got no ability to do anything.
But that's your strength. That's your strength. That's why you guys beat City.
If you see some of our biggest games this season, it's not really just been about counter-attacking.
But okay, Drifty, show me a game where Liverpool break down a team.
Wait, Drifty, let me ask you this. So, are you confident that Liverpool can break down Roma if Roma go very defensive and give you no space? Do you think you can still break them down and be patient?
They won't do it. Like Salah will be neutralized.
You don't have to break them down. You just have to keep moving the ball. There's gonna be an opening. They're not gonna be.
Oh yeah.
The thing is that you just have to keep moving the ball and move key players.
This might sound like I'm being a bit over the top, but for me, the front three aren't the three who I think are gonna be as important in this game. They're just the obvious ones because they're all so good. I think that it's going to be Wijnaldum and Oxlade-Chamberlain who are going to be the most important Liverpool players. Because I feel like they have to be the ones who control and dictate the pace of our play. And Oxlade-Chamberlain has become very important at breaking the line between collecting the ball and carrying it to the attack. And I think those guys have more pace than the Roma midfield. And that's why I feel like...
Drifty, that is why I ask you, do you believe that... Because for me, I believe midfield battles are key in any game. Do you feel like Oxlade and Wijnaldum can step up to De Rossi and
Nangolan and Strootman?
Oh, 100%. 100%. If they're backed up by Milner as well, 100%. 100%.
The one you should be worried about, the player you should be worried about most is Lovren, because Lovren, Dzeko is going to destroy him all day. I mean, Lovren is so bad against strong strikers.
Do you know what? You say that, yeah, and I've been Lovren's biggest critic when he does make the mistakes. But one thing he loves is a physical battle. If you look at all of his fights,
no, he doesn't. He's awful at him. He might love him, but he's dreadful at him.
No.
What I think?
No, he's not.
I think
if it's physical, he loves that.
I think
no, he
I
isn't.
think if Liverpool, what's the name, win at home, like if let's say they win by like let's say 2 goals, and they go away, they have to learn. They have to learn from Barcelona's mistake and actually try and cap a score and like not protect the lead.
Yeah, they can't do what they did against City.
They cannot go away to.
Wait, Radical.
No, they can't.
I don't assume. Why is everyone assuming Liverpool are winning the first leg? I mean,
let me just get this right.
Juju,
let me just get this right. We cannot go to Rome.
Wait, no, Chocho guys. Are you honestly telling me that Liverpool are not going to win the first leg?
Yeah, we can't just assume. I mean, Roma are a good team. Like they outplayed Barcelona.
We get it.
Chill, Juju, man.
We can't just assume.
Listen, sorry. Hold on. Juju,
Liverpool are winning the first leg. It's about how much do they win it by?
Nah. I don't think Liverpool will win that easily. People are talking as if Roma are not good.
It's Anfield, bro. It's Anfield.
No,
I don't care if it's Anfield.
Let's say Juju's right. Yeah?
You think Alisson will pick up the ball more than 2 times behind his net? You only have a world class goalkeeper.
He did it 4 times in the last round. So I mean,
2 on goals. 2 on goals, by the way. 2 on goals.
Oh, okay.
2 on goals.
Let's go under the assumption that Liverpool don't win the game. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go to Drifty and let's Raheem.
Let's go. First of all, let's address that assumption Liverpool aren't going to win, because even though I know it's coming from a vengeful place, I agree. I'm not just going to make the assumption we're going to win this first.
Yeah, because we don't know what's going on.
Let's just say we don't. Let's say it's 1-1 or 2-2 or something like that. Let's remember that Roma game against Barcelona. The one thing people seem to forget: losing is the easiest way to have motivation, and it's the only way to have like a set mentality for a second leg. You're 3-0 down or you're 4-0 down, whatever it is, you have to go for it. So Roma went for it. If Roma have like a 1-1 or a 2-2 or something like that, where they don't need to necessarily go for it, how would they approach the game? Would they be able to handle knowing that they don't need to score, or they just have to stop? Or do you get what I mean? Like it will be a completely different game.
And it goes beyond that, because everyone is praising Dzeko. But guys, let's not forget, this month Roma lost 0-2 to Fiorentina, and they had 25 shots on target with 70% possession, and they lost 0-2. They're very susceptible to getting attacked.
And this is what I was trying to.
And they have a hard time converting too. Don't let that fool you.
This is what I was trying to say.
Let's go to Kadim and then to Radical.
Yeah, I'll go after Radical.
Personally, I don't think.
Then to A1 and afterwards. Kadim, okay.
I highly doubt. First of all, I want to say that club football is not one-dimensional, like you said before. Like he already made the Champions League final with Dortmund. So his type of football is proven on the big stage. First thing. Second thing is, I doubt that Klopp and Liverpool would approach a game in Roma or like against Roma in the Champions League semi-final like Barcelona did, because Klopp is a way too good of a motivator to let things like this happen. And I don't think that Liverpool is gonna I think they're gonna win at home, but I'm also saying that it's going to be a really tight game, and it's 50-50 for me. It's not like Roma is clear favorite, neither is Liverpool. For me, it's a 50-50 game because it's a bad matchup for Liverpool as well.
I agree with everything you just said.
Yeah. This is what I was saying. I was saying that I was trying to get this into Juju Man's head. Juju Man, and do not reply, please, because we don't want to rant. Now, what we were saying is the word "if" centers around probability, right? Which means that when you say the word "if," we're talking about the possibility of something. So we're not assuming that Liverpool is going to win. We're just saying that given the possibility that Liverpool go 2-0 up,
which is 0.
Oh my.
Zero.
Okay, continue.
Possibility. We're not saying it's happening. Possibility. Now, if Liverpool were to go 2-0 up and they go to Rome, what I was saying is what they have to do is they shouldn't try and go for the game and just try and put it to bed. That's all I was trying to say. So yeah. Now
and let me ask a question.
No.
A1 next.
I'm gonna go to A1 forward thinking and then back to you. A1.
Cool. I was saying, if Liverpool do go 2-0 up, whatnot, and if they win at Anfield, back at when it's in Rome, you need to realise that Rome are going to have to come out and attack. And when it comes to attacking, they will obviously leave space in behind, and we'll wait for that.
Yeah.
And obviously, Klopp knows how to get his team to press at the right time. They won't press just out of nowhere. It's like they'll press at the right time. Then that's when it's chasing behind. Liverpool will take advantage. So that's why the first thing at Liverpool is good for Liverpool because it's better between Liverpool.
A1 man, you need to fix your mic. You sound like the Terminator man. Seriously.
Yeah, man.
It always sounds like he's recording with a vibrator or something.
I'll ask a question. to everyone.
No, Jujuman, relax. I'm gonna go to forward thinking, then back to you.
Yeah, my thing is Liverpool a really good tie. Liverpool really gonna come.
God damn.
Your mic.
What?
Whoa.
We try and go back and comment because you're it's a mess because it sounds too jarring. Okay, Jujuman, talk.
All right, if this was Chelsea against Liverpool or Atleti against Liverpool, would you say Liverpool will win the first leg easily? Because I feel like people are putting too much respect on Liverpool and at the same time disrespecting Roma.
No, Jujuman.
Who said Liverpool's winning the tie easily? Who said
everyone says the first leg is Liverpool should win. It's a full-on conclusion, but
considering the possibility of not that they're going to win.
Wait, Radical, that's you. Jujuman, I'm telling you direct. Liverpool are winning at Anfield.
I wouldn't assume. I'm telling you, I think
if Roma doesn't win at Anfield, when they head home, their fans are one of the worst in the world. The players will never. If they lose badly at Anfield, I don't think they'll have the mentality to come back. Honestly.
I mean, but Manny, 4-1 is a pretty bad loss.
He means Liverpool.
No. I mean Roma. I mean the Barcelona one. Let's be honest. Barcelona at times can be one-dimensional. I mean, if that's the thing I was also saying back a while, is if you rely too much on Messi and that's your only answer, it's very easy to stop.
Yeah,
so that's what happened.
And can I just ask, is Juju Man a Man United fan?
No, I'm not.
He changes teams.
That literally, if there's one question in this world that you don't want to ask, is who do you support?
Wait.
Okay, so basically, look, again, I still need to think about this game before.
Wait, one point, Double H. I think everyone needs to do homework and check what's Liverpool's record against team that I compact and can see that are not open like City, because that City game it played into Liverpool's hand.
Okay, yeah, but
what is
the guarantee that Roma is going to go in and sit and compact?
No, okay. Yeah, but they won't be as open as Liverpool. I guarantee that one. They won't. I mean, as City, they won't be as open as City.
How many teams have we lost to that was compact this season?
Yeah, just check. You check. I'm giving the homework. I'm giving the homework.
Talking about it.
I'm giving the homework. You guys are Liverpool fans. I want the whole. I want the results. How many the teams? How many teams have Liverpool broken down?
Juju, tell us this season. Juju, why are Roma winning according to you? Why do you think they're gonna win?
Because I'll tell you one reason. Because they have a good coach. This is not Pep. He's not going to just experiment. And they have top two goalkeepers in the world. They have a balanced team, and they were four. They had they had a big comeback. I mean, You just
Okay, so
like
they have
they
a
were
good
they were
manager.
eliminated. They were eliminated.
They have a
They were
good
tested.
manager, a good goalkeeper. They're
No, it's the same
balanced.
thing. It's the same thing as
and
that
they
happened
came
to
back
Madrid.
against
It's the same
Barcelona.
thing that happened to Madrid the past 2 years. Like when they some of the games, like they thought they were out, and then they just came back. And it's like once they come back, you believe, and it's like
I'm
it's
sorry,
not that easy.
Juju. This is the end of the road for Roma. They're a small club, never achieved anything. This is it. They even lucky they made it to the
Plus, they have
semifinal.
veterans. I mean, De Rossi has been here for a long time. I mean,
De
it's not finished.
Rossi is known for missing huge chances when it matters. So that's what he does.
Guys, let's look at that.
Yeah, wait, Abdul's here.
Yeah.
Can I just ask one question? Before?
Yeah, wait. After Abdul.
I'm not sitting there saying that I think Liverpool's just gonna dust this off and it's gonna be some easy game, yeah. But let's just be real honest right now. Is all of this coming from this whole like confidence that Roma can beat us? It's literally coming from that comeback against Barcelona, right?
Yeah, of course.
They don't do that comeback. Nobody believes they're this great team.
No.
Right? Is it just me or is that...
Let Abdul respond.
First of all, I think Liverpool are the favorites, but slight favorites. And I think it's mainly because you guys have game changers in the final third. And in a football match, that matters. Especially when you have, like, when I look at everyone else, I think when you compare the back four to the back four, it's pretty even. Midfield-wise, I think Roma have a better midfield. And I actually think Roma have a better goalkeeper. But game changers are game changers, especially in the Champions League. Like, who wins most Champions Leagues? You look at Barca, Madrid, they have Ronaldo and Messi, and then a Bayern with like peak robbery. Now,
is Roma's midfield better than City's?
Wait.
I think Roma's
City's midfield is horrible.
I think Roma's midfield is better than Liverpool's, and I think what you guys
you can't answer the question. Okay.
You say game changers, and that is very important because that is why 100% Liverpool are our favorites in the game, because as good as Roma are, Salah, Mane, Firmino, that is the best front three that is still left in the competition because Benzema is complete and utter.
I think someone just told me, do you think Roma's midfield is better than City's? They're not better than City's, but Roma are not going to play like City. Liverpool,
no. Hence why my thing is that I feel that Di Francesco, he is a tactician, and he has literally been doing his homework of like, I am going to nullify them. And when you're getting tape on teams, what do you do? Like, what team has nullified this front three the best? Mourinho. United.
Exactly. Swansea did it as well.
And play like that defensively.
And Roma can play that game.
If they do that, how many goals have Liverpool scored against Mourinho?
Exactly, Double H. That's the point. And it's like,
Roma,
they're scoring more than 2.
And Double H, Roma can do that. That's the thing. And they have the tools they have the exact to actually play against Liverpool. They have a midfield that's
and they have veterans, man. They have De Rossi. De Rossi, like,
listen.
They also have a deeper squad too.
No. But you can't compare Roma and Man United. Man United, the way they play, they give away possession. Roma's a possession team.
Look,
you can't say it's
the only reason I think this is a very close.
Liverpool could easily win this 3-3. They could easily put 3 up. So, Jujuman, I don't care what kind of crap is coming out of your mouth. Liverpool could easily put 3 up. Like, there is a possibility. Put 3 or 4 back.
Wait, Roma almost came back against Chelsea. We're not just going to say like Roma. If Liverpool put 3, I would say Roma can put 2 or 3.
I mean, the reason this tie is close is for one reason and one reason only. Liverpool's midfield. Let's be real here, guys. Like, that midfield is nothing special. That midfield is looking way better than it actually is because of the way they.
Don't underestimate our midfield. You know.
That's what I'm saying.
Ox is not.
You said the same thing before the City game.
Ox is not a special player. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. They may not be special players, but you have to put some respect on their names.
Wait,
I put respect on their names. Maybe in the
who in Roma is a special player? Who in Roma is a special player?
Thank you.
They can easily, these players can easily get exposed if you play pragmatic against them, because these players, the way Liverpool play, let's be honest, how do Liverpool play? They press you and they create chances off your mistakes.
Your mistake. Hey, thank you, Abdul.
And Abdul, Roma makes mistakes. Roma makes mistakes.
I see why you happy he came on.
No, let me finish.
Once I back off,
Juju, man, you talk so much, man. It's almost your hangout.
No,
Vice President.
I can deal.
No, but look, it is fair here because for me, the reason why I find this game so fascinating is basically the thing that is really so interesting about this game is how Di Francesco is going to set up. Because on face value, understandably, Liverpool should be overwhelming favourites, and understandably, Liverpool should be excited. Booking tickets for Kiev, I think, is a bit rude and disrespectful. But that aside, you should be fair. But my thing is that what Di Francesco has done with this Roma team has been so good, and I'm just very interested to see those first 5 minutes because I wanted to see how Roma do and how they defend against Liverpool for the first. Because those first 5-6 minutes will really tell you the tone of the game. Because Liverpool, they start very quickly, they start very fast. So even the first 5-6 minutes, Liverpool have 2 shots on goal and already break the lines, then Roma are going to be in for a very long night. If 6, 7, 8 minutes ago, and Liverpool have not broken that backline of Roma, we're in for a very interesting game. So those first 5-6 minutes are going to be very key. They're going to be very key because let's be real right now. If Roma don't defend properly and they allow Liverpool to have space,
it's over.
Put them open.
They'll finish them.
So it's like,
but who like I said that it's a 50-50 tie, and who agrees with me, or is anybody saying?
I don't think it's 55 in favor of. I'd say it's like 70-30.
Whoa! Wait, let's just.
No, it's 55. It's 50. No, it's 55 Liverpool.
80-20. 80-20. I'm not even joking. 80-20. I'm not even joking because people think I'm trolling, but I'm not trolling. Like, look, before the City tie, before the City tie, everyone said City will win.
No offense. This is how I know you guys don't watch Serie A.
Exactly. Now, I want to get my intro. Let me start with my intro. Bayern Real Madrid.
2 games.
Two games. I've been dreaming about this match ever since the video.
No, stop it, please.
I'm sorry. I'll expose myself. I've been having dreams about this match ever since. Please, I beg you, let me learn. I beg you, please. I'm going to get this out. I've been dreaming about this game. I've been having daydreams. I've been going through the matches for the past 2 weeks. I can't put into words how huge this match is. Like, literally, this is what I live for. These kinds of matches is literally what I live for. And my thing is this. This is how I see it. Again, let me just land and then I'll give you guys the floor. This isn't the 2013 Bayern team where we're far stronger. Understandably, Real Madrid should be favorites. Because the 2013 team was stronger. He had a younger Robben, he had a younger Ribery, and it just worked. But let me say this, and this is to you, Abdul, and this is to you, Rahimski. I hope you're listening very clearly. You'll be listening very clearly. Let me just speak to you specifically. Thomas Muller is peaking. 1, that's the first point. Second point, your pancakes. Point number 3, revenge. Now the key is that
revenge for what?
Guys, please let me laugh. I don't want anybody to laugh. Please, silence. The key thing about this is that revenge is very powerful. That helps to motivate football players. And all I'm saying to you guys is that Real Madrid 100% they're going to be a tough one to beat. But guys, I believe we are in for 2 blockbusters because Jupp Heynckes has something in store for Real Madrid.
Okay.
Has something in store. And let me know, okay, please. This is the last point, and I'll give you guys the floor. The disrespect that Robin has been receiving has actually made me almost cry.
It's finished, Double H.
No, guys, don't laugh. Seriously, no, guys, let me. This is my hangout, so let me give me my space to talk. The fact they've called him old, they've called him useless. They say, and which is why all I'm asking is this: 2 games. Robin, you can retire and do whatever the hell he wants. Robin, all you owe me.
3 games.
I've spotted you. You owe me 2 games. And Abdul and Rahimski, if for 1 second you believe that Robin is done and Robin cannot execute, go talk.
Okay.
I'm not the final talk.
Before these guys.
Not you, man. Not you, man. Come on.
Look, anybody talk, man. Please.
Okay, yes, calm. This is what I was gonna say. The Madrid boys can talk after, but like this is what I was gonna say. If I'm Hankers, the first thing I'm telling the boys is this: you are going into this game already 2-0 down because the ref is already awarding a penalty.
Easy. All right. Let me make the real argument. Let me make the real argument.
Can I finish?
Have hope. I genuinely want to ask you a question.
Let me finish.
You're gonna chat shit that you can't finish.
Okay.
You can't finish if you're chatting
already
shit.
there's a penalty awarded in this.
Okay.
Let him finish.
And there's an offside
for Madrid fans.
I'm gonna get Ramsky. Ramsky, and then Abdul. Let them.
Wow. You got my man down like that?
Before I give the floor to my boy Abdul, I'm gonna ask you one question.
Okay.
In a 1v1 scenario, who do you fancy, Juan Bernat or Cristiano Ronaldo? Because I'm telling you right now, David Alaba is the 4th player that's injured and can't play next week.
Yeah,
so it's Vidal, it's Alaba, it's Coleman,
Tolisso,
and
Neuer.
And Neuer. So
Yeah, okay, but Alaba is vital.
He's
But
doubtful.
Okay.
no, I'm asking HH 1v1 Juan Bernat versus Ronaldo. Who wins that?
Oh, Bernat, man. Ronaldo can dribble. He can really score.
Ramsky, talk. Give your point. I'll go to Abdul, man, please.
That's all I gotta say. Abdul, you can go, bro.
Look, Abdul, talk, Jared.
Yeah, I think I've watched. To be honest, I've barely watched Bayern this season, and I don't know if it's.
I can tell you.
Using extended. Who's like okay? I don't know if using extended highlights is a very reliable thing, but from what I've watched of Bayern, especially for the Sevilla games, I was not impressed at all, especially with the way they dominate games. They struggled to dominate Sevilla home and away. Sevilla had a lot of chances. So from what I'm seeing, Bayern are gonna have to play a very pragmatic game.
I mean,
they're gonna have to give up they're gonna have to give up control in both games.
I mean,
That's true.
if we're going, if you're going, okay, finish.
I don't see, especially with Vidal's injury, I don't see how they can control the game.
Abdul, sorry.
Yeah, with Vidal, especially with Vidal's injury, I don't see how they can control the game against, especially if Modric, Cruz, and Isco play at their best.
Wait. This is to Abdul and to Rahimski. Let me ask you guys this because you guys don't know. What if you man-mark Cristiano?
You've been saying that for 10 years, and
Listen.
Nobody.
I mean, if Giorgio Chiellini can't
What
pull
if
it
you
off?
Javi Martinez on Cristiano? Then what?
Then he'll dunk.
But Javi Martinez has way too much responsibility. He played off Vidal the whole season, and now he's expected to play
Guys, are we really discussing
alone against Madrid. So he has to worry about Modric, Cruz, and Casemiro.
Listen.
Let alone Ronaldo.
Look, man marking Cristiano is
The main problem is Sula and Boateng because they haven't been up to par.
Juju, man, give me a
All right,
man.
all right. Look, guys. I usually talk a lot of crap before the Madrid game because I'm confident, but I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous about this game. It doesn't look good. Like it doesn't look good because I'll tell you why.
fuck you, man.
No, it's true. It doesn't look good. I'm not going to lie. Like and talk arrogantly.
No, quiet, relax. So look, Real Madrid are making another final. Is that where you guys are?
I'm telling you, it doesn't like it doesn't look good because you know why? Like, see, look. The quarters against Sevilla. I mean, Sevilla, if Sevilla actually knew how to finish, I mean, this game would have gone to extra. And I think Bundesliga is what is it called? There's no competition. There's no real test. So all these results are fake. They're fake.
Wait, but Juju man, if you're gonna go,
no. I'll finish. Because look, Bayern defeated Leverkusen like 5 or 6-2, but Dortmund beat Leverkusen 4-0. So I was like, okay, that result it wasn't real, because if Dortmund beat Leverkusen, then it's not real. And then you have Sule and Boateng. I mean, they're slow. I don't know. They have to, as Abdul was saying, they have to play pragmatic.
Kadim, Bayern.
Oh man. Yeah, what shall I say? I mean, I'm objective here, and for me, Madrid is a favorite. I would put it on. I would say 55% Madrid and 45% Bayern Munich. And for me, the key factor is Javi Martinez and James Rodriguez. And I think, regarding Robben and Ribéry, unlike in previous seasons, they are fit now.
Yeah,
actually,
they look good. Yeah,
they look good. But whether they can play like 90 minutes, or like 120 minutes in Madrid, we will see. Whether they can
I think
can deliver like in 120 minutes, I don't know. And Madrid, to be honest, wasn't. I mean, it's not like they play like a huge season so far. I mean, like in the league, we're really weak, and in the Champions League, it was also really close with Juventus. So I think, of course, Bayern Munich wasn't like that impressive, but they got the job done. And but same can be said about Madrid, in my opinion.
That's true.
The thing is,
basically, I will say what I say again, and this is what I said to Drifty at the show. If Real Madrid is the final, they're not getting beat. And I don't understand people, because again, like Drifty, you're saying about, it's a final, anything can happen in the game. I'm sorry, that's irrelevant.
What
if this team at full strength gets to a final, there is no argument you can give me that Liverpool or Roma are going to beat them in the Champions League final.
I've told you a million times, Double H. Istanbul.
And I'm telling you that AC Milan team is not as good as this team.
That AC Milan team is one of the greatest assembled 11s. Do you want me to run through the team for you?
These guys have done it 3 times.
Madrid finals, guys. You look at the history: 6 Champions League finals in the modern era, 6 wins, 6 against.
And 3 are the same.
That has no.
The last final we lost was under Mourinho several years ago against Atletico.
Just because you won those 6 doesn't mean you're going to win the next one.
No, because Drifty, you keep on bringing on that AC Milan team. Yes, they had great players on paper. I'm sorry. This Real Madrid team was better than that AC Milan team. Kaka is overrated. I'm sorry.
That's not why. That's not why.
Okay, no. Let's just stop for a second. Let's just stop for a second.
Drifty.
The thing is,
let's land with this. So this Real Madrid team is unquestionably better than that team. That's what you're saying, yeah? Let me just run through that team one real second. Forget the goalkeepers. Stam, Maldini, Nesta, Cafu, Pirlo, Gattuso, Kaká, Shevchenko, Crespo, Seedorf. I'm sorry, Double H, you're chatting shit.
How many Ballon d'Ors in that team,
this
man?
Real
How many
Madrid
Ballon
is a
d'Ors?
better team
That doesn't matter.
than that AC Milan team.
They're not a better team.
Drifty,
Get real.
I understand that. I understand your point about if Liverpool went to the final, they could beat Real Madrid.
And
The only
we
thing,
had Jimmy Traore at left back.
the only thing I can say,
Traore.
only thing I can say about the whole Liverpool beating Real Madrid thing is, Drifty, you're forgetting one thing though. This team get so many favors. There is
Oh my
no-
god. Yo, you guys
on,
stop
Roddy.
chatting shit, bro.
Would you
You're so
guys just let me
salty.
talk?
You're the most salty Barca fan. I
You
know.
guys are the
It's
most
ridiculous.
defensive.
But
Try to be a
Guys,
Have hope. With what you said there, with what you said there,
I don't want footballing opinion because
Shit.
this
It's
whole
the truth.
I can't promote this refereeing thing. I'm
This
sorry.
is a football hangout.
have
Bro,
hope. With what
Bro,
you
you're
said
being
there
way too
about
biased, man. You're being way too
with
biased.
what you said, Abdul, what you said about what you said about Real Madrid winning the 6 titles out of 6 is like at some point, yeah, you've won the past 2 Champions League. At some point, any top team is gonna crumble.
Yeah,
Any
yeah,
top
but
team is gonna crumble. So
But the thing
you
is,
can't-
it's the
this-
psychology aspect, man.
What goes up must
There's
come
no
down.
psychology, and the other thing as well is
What goes up
Real
must come
Madrid
down.
fans act like their midfield is like Modric is God, and they're
Their-
susceptible.
their team
Okay,
is
they're
God.
not very fast.
you
If you
can't
have
beat.
fast players like Salah and Chamberlain and all that, they'll run circles around them.
First of
No, no, it's only
So-
Casemiro that has problems with that.
First of all, I don't know why Liverpool.
So this is my simple argument. I believe in a thing called experience.
They'll run circles around them.
No, it's only
Guys, come on.
Sorry, because I think because Daniel's echo was coming through. Okay, my simple argument is this: like Real Madrid. I think the best way of beating this Real Madrid team is over 2 legs because of the whole home away thing, and that's why, guys, I understand that Real are favorites, but I do feel that with the Bernabeu in the second leg, I think that Bayern have a chance. But in a one-off game, Real Madrid at full strength, with, in my opinion, the best goal scorer I've ever seen in the game. I'm so like, I don't, unless, because if we bring luck into it, then okay, then fine. But if we're using a footballing argument, I'm sorry. In a one-off game,
Speaking of,
I mean,
speaking of-
HH, you haven't mentioned the most important factor of this entire campaign. We've had by far the hardest run. Bayern's run has been probably the easiest run out of any top team. It hasn't really been tested in this competition.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to say.
We know how to grind out series.
Drifty, let's be real. If Liverpool, because you have to beat Roma, if you get
of course,
you're going to have to beat a team who would have gone through PSG, Juventus, and Bayern.
And it's possible. It's still possible.
So it's
And
like,
listen, let me just say this, yeah. For a start, if Liverpool do make the final, God's willing, and crossing toes, fingers, and everything else, yeah. If Liverpool do make the final and it's Real Madrid they play, Real Madrid are obviously the favourites. By far the favourites. I'm not sitting there saying Liverpool's a better team than Real Madrid and all that rubbish. But what I'm saying is, I've seen stranger things happen in football than what you're like saying it would take for Liverpool to beat Real Madrid. We are a very good team. It's not like we're just going to turn up and it's how many did Real Madrid score. Do you get what I mean? Like you need to put a bit more realistic.
HH is saying strange things too. They just don't want to say it.
Drifty's right. Like,
I'm coming from this angle. So I'll give it to you after finish. My angle is that I just think that for Liverpool, I just think mentally and psychologically, I don't think they'll be able to be prepared for a team who are so used to the occasion. Because that is an occasion in a final, a Champions League final, the pressure and the atmosphere. These dudes have done it 3 times. The core of these, 80% of this team have done this 3 times. This Liverpool team have never done it.
They failed every final. No offense.
Well, Wigan turned up and beat Man City in an FA Cup final.
But we're talking about we're talking about one-off European final here. Like I'm not trying to be offensive or anything.
Listen, guys.
This is a waste of time. I mean,
because Liverpool are not making it.
Speaking of one thing, I forgot to mention.
Yeah, all teams are going to make the finals. And one team, I mean, if Madrid and Liverpool make the final, Madrid are going to be favorites, and you play the game. That's why we play football. Drifty's a Liverpool fan. Obviously, he's going to believe his team can win. What's the point of football if he's going to be like, oh, we're just going to lose? Like, obviously, every team is going to have the belief that they can win. Madrid are going to be the favorites, but Liverpool will have every right to compete and win the game.
Have hope. Speaking of Bayern, I wanted to say, speaking of Bayern, what is that sound? What is his name? What the hell? Yeah, what is his name? If Lewandowski doesn't perform or score against Real Madrid, he should be under review. I mean, how many years do we have to?
Yeah,
He has to score. No perform, score. He has to score. If you're considered best number 9 in Europe and you don't score in Champions League semifinal, what are you doing?
There's no excuse. He has to perform.
Yeah. Because Muller is going to show. Because trust me, Muller is a very dangerous prospect because he's very hard to mark. Muller is because he is so unwieldy and so unorthodox. It's going to be that's why Casemiro is going to be very important for Real Madrid because I think Muller, with the way he plays in the hole and how he comes to Lewandowski, he goes wide, he finds those spaces that nobody finds. And Muller is peaking. You know, you can say, oh, it's Leverkusen and so forth. If you're coming off like a hat trick, your head is hot.
Yeah, but we have a player that Bayern don't know how to deal with either historically, and that's Asensio. Remember last season when we put him on, like they had issues with him. So they have the Muller factor, but we also have players that they don't know.
And I think you're missing Ribery. I think Ribery will be key in this game.
No offense, Ribery is like 39 years old.
No, but he's effective. I think
some of the best
he's effective.
he's ever been in, you know?
Yeah, he's doing really well.
Guys, can we ask? Because Kadim, I think Kadim is a Kadim. You watch Bayern the most out of everyone, right?
I guess.
Right.
Can you give us your true in terms of, especially in the last few months since Heinz? Because a lot of us don't know like how Bayern have been playing. Just give us an analysis of how Bayern play right now.
Yeah, I mean they are like really effective. They don't need so many chances to score, and they are not playing the. I would say, like initially, I mean, people were critical about Ancelotti, but in my opinion, Heinkes is playing now the way how Ancelotti wanted Bayern to play. You know, like more flexible and less, Pep wanted them to like dominate each and every game and over the possession. And for me now, Bayern is more. They let more chances. They have like the opponent has more chances versus them, but at the same time they are more clinical in the way they approach the game and the goal opportunities.
But Kadim, let's be honest. Like they're missing 4 key players here.
No, first of all, what you said, like I mean Neuer and what's his name, the French one,
Coman.
Coman, I was highly critical of him, but like recently, like before his injury, I was like, okay, I mean he was playing good, he was really good. But it's also already like a long time that he's injured. So like the team's already used to play without those players. But David Alaba is like questionable. I just checked.
Tolisso questionable.
No, he's out. Tolisso is out, I think. Tolisso is out.
Tolisso wouldn't have played at the beginning from the get-go at the first place. So
it's a 180.
Okay, follow-up question before Mane. Kadim, is it wrong if I say those results are fake? Like they're inflated. It's wrong. It's fake. It's because there's no test. Because I don't see any real test. Those results do not. They're not real.
It's wrong. Look. It's like at the end, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I can tell you, it was like they beat the best teams in Europe, and then they lose against Madrid. I mean, everything is possible. Like Bayern Munich against Madrid last season was a really close match. It was much closer than the Juventus Real Madrid match of this season.
Do you expect? How many goals do you expect from Lewandowski? How many goals?
I mean, like, come on, it's like really. I'm not Nostradamus. I mean, like, for me, it doesn't really matter who scores. At the end,
Wait, don't you think he has to score though?
No, I don't think
number
so.
9 in Europe.
I don't think so. I mean, if he's in a box in front of a goalkeeper and he has a ball and he passes it to
I don't know. I think
and they score. It doesn't really matter who scores. It's about winning.
It's a bit of a double standard, I think, because if you look at Higuain, if he plays in a semifinal and doesn't score everybody, Higuain is useless. Lewandowski can just not do anything.
If Bayern do win, and Lewandowski does not score, we're still going to call him the best number 9, even if he doesn't.
If my aunt had a dick, she'd be my uncle, man. Like that's the thing. Like
nah. If he doesn't score, he's suspect. He's suspect.
We have to talk pure footballing reasons. Let's look at the Madrid.
I'll say this. The one player that we are missing has a personal stake in this is James.
True.
Because James was a guy who I said all along that the dude I saw in that 2014 World Cup, who was the player of the tournament, didn't really show up for Real Madrid. But in fairness, he was played out wide. James now is being played in his proper position, is the playmaker, and is the creative life force of this Bayern team.
And
He's also the best player in the Bundesliga this season.
And another thing is also Martinez. The last time Bayern Munich won the Champions League, Martinez was playing as a number 6. Since
Right,
then
but-
he was always used as a central defender or something, or was injured. Under Ancelotti or Pep, he never played the number 6. But Heinkes came back and he brought him back to this position.
Right.
So-
But my point is, Javi Martinez was playing in dual DM roles with Vidal. He was playing off Vidal. In 2013, he was the single DM. Schweinsteiger had a more advanced role with the other midfielders.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah.
In terms of this aspect of this football game, just football, no other talk. Javi Martinez has to deal with Modric, Cruz, Casemiro, and Ronaldo without Vidal. Just take that in for a second.
And the
Because
question:
how good are Bayern's midfielders without Vidal at soaking pressure?
I mean,
Because I know that's where Heinkes comes in. Like, if you are tactically on point and you operate well as a team, you know when to double team, you know when to squeeze, then it's not about one individual doing everything. It's about how you work as a unit. And that is why Heinkes is crucial. So let's forget about, this player is missing or that player is missing. If the manager tactically gets the team defending right, that is all that matters. Because, look, let me be real with you. Real Madrid are scoring at the Allianz. Let's put that to rest. So, Bayern are not keeping a clean sheet. So, and I think they know that. So, Bayern in their minds are thinking that we need to go to the Bernabeu with at least a 2-1.
That's what I was saying.
Because a 1-1 is a horrible result.
You need
That's
to
what I was
remember as well. Yeah, I'm not like I truly do believe Real Madrid will win this time. But what I will say is a lot of people are forgetting that. I don't know if it was a mental thing where they felt like they had it won. I don't know what it was. Juventus aren't the greatest attacking team, and they absolutely stuffed Madrid in that second leg.
No, they
so.
To make an
I really
argument,
don't see how
Drifty.
Bayern Munich have way more firepower than Juventus.
They were missing Ramos.
I have to disagree with Drifty.
Yeah, no, Ramos missing is a big factor, but I still think the game would have went the same way with regards to the pressure and the control. Put Ramos in, and I still think Juventus come at them and just have them up.
At the same time as well, it's not like Real Madrid are invincible.
I think that game was a very weird one because the game was changed by 2 crosses, and Allegri played it really well. He played Mandzukic on Carvajal, and it was pretty much humanly impossible for Carvajal to defend Mandzukic in the air, right? Like he's literally 3 times his size. But in a different scenario, like if it's a different and Navas gifted them a goal. So like for me, that game also, let's not forget Isco scored a goal. Like it was not a 3-0 game. The way Juve were 3 goals up, and I don't know how that happened.
I mean, if Isco's rightful goal was given, that changes the entire tempo.
guys, but
of the match.
we all on the same page that Bayern Munich is better team than Juventus Turin.
Yeah, more
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, question: why did Madrid get a week break? They have a break, like they didn't play this weekend before the game.
We were supposed to play Sevilla and Barca played Sevilla in the cup final.
Barca had to play Sevilla in the Copa del Rey final. So
Madrid are going this game with a week rest.
yeah.
Oh,
Come on, man. We had the hardest run. Like, at least give us a week, Fuck. Come on.
yeah. Because the argument I want to make.
Let's do so. Liverpool, Roma, first leg score. Mane, what do you say? Just the first leg score. Liverpool, Roma.
Roma was gonna win 2-0.
What?
Yeah.
Abdul, first leg Liverpool, Roma.
2-1 Liverpool.
Drifty.
No comment.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, Jujuman.
3-1 Roma.
Oh my god.
No, 3-1. I'm not joking. Like I got my prediction right.
I didn't ask for a score. That's it. All I asked was for a score line. Thank you. Give me a scheme.
Me?
Yeah, Liverpool Roma first leg score.
I say 2-1 for Liverpool.
Okay, Liverpool v everybody. Score
3-0. 3-0. Liverpool.
Ah! Radical scoreline.
3-1 Liverpool.
Remsky.
0-0.
What?
Yeah,
Hey,
I
Ho,
think so.
hey, Ho,
I think it's
hey,
going
Ho,
to be
when-
0-0.
Hey, Ho, when you start rating Ramos like that?
No. Like Ramos, basically, put it this way: Ramos will never ever be mentioned in the same breath as Nesta, Cannavaro, Thuram, Desi, and so forth.
For sure.
But
Ancelotti disagrees.
very good defense.
Chiellini disagrees also.
Okay,
let's
Aguero and Neymar.
Okay, Double H, what do you
Let them
say? What's your
disagree.
result?
No, look, it's my view. I'm sorry. Like I can't put Ramos in the same category as the great. Ramos.
Understandable.
Let's wait until he retires and you will put
He's not a good defender. He's alright. He alright.
Man,
No,
he's,
that's what I
he's
think.
the
I'm
best.
just
He's
asking.
Yeah, he is.
the best
Wait, wait.
defender.
He's calm. He's nothing special.
Real Madrid. So first leg, ban Real Madrid. Mane, ban Real Madrid. First leg score.
Real Madrid 6-0.
Thank you, Abdul. First leg, ban Real Madrid.
We're doing Bayern Real Madrid now.
Yeah.
Oh, 2-1 Real Madrid.
Jesus. Hey, Drifty.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's the same. You know, I think it'll be 2-1 Madrid.
In Munich.
Yeah.
That's deep, man. Okay, Juju, man.
Yeah, I think we might lose by, I'll say 1-1. 1-1. I'm not positive.
What is with these 1-1s? Make a stand. Come on.
I mean, 2-1 Bayern.
Don't make it stand. Kakadim, scoreline.
I also say 2-1 Bayern.
Liverpool v everybody.
Yeah, I'm on a 2-1 bandwagon with Bayern.
Radical.
Lewandowski won't score though, so you know.
Thank you. Radical.
4-1 Real Madrid.
Oh my God, we're definitely losing. Why is everyone picking us?
1-0 Bayern.
Reverse.
Support your team, man.
Right, guys, I'm out, guys. I'll see you guys Wednesday, man. Right.